Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the TBL Week 6 Battle Team Builder thing. So, yes, we have our rematch against Playmaker, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be tough. Obviously, we lost last time. We did lose to the Hacks a great deal as well. I think that freeze really did solidify that win for him. But I honestly think that this week we're gonna pull through. We're gonna prevail. I think. Hopefully, I'm hoping. But yeah, kind of a little bit nervous. Last time we obviously got frozen, and that spoilers, but we got frozen, and that really did kind of deal away with a lot of kind of my win conditions. Just because I couldn't deal with the Alolan Ninetales because I only had one mon that could deal with it. This time, I've ensured that I have multiple mons to deal with it. So for Playmaker's team, we have Alolan Ninetales, Greninja Protein, Mega Mawile, Gligar, Heatran, Hitmonlee, Malamar, Mimikyu, Reuniclus, Serena, and Rotom Fan. So the top 6 are the ones that I think are coming. Alolan Ninetales, without a shadow of a doubt, I think is coming. That Snow Warning Aurora Veil is really just too huge to be able to say no to. So 100% think that's coming. The Greninja Protein, we did make a free agency pickup for Arcanine. We dropped Blastoise for Arcanine, so I think the Greninja Protein is being forced to come. I think that 100% has to come. If that doesn't come, Arcanine can really put in some work. Mega Mawile, I think definitely again is coming. It's just such a huge powerhouse. Sucker Punch is going to destroy. But again, we do have Arcanine now with Intimidate, so who knows? Who knows? We could end up not seeing the Mawile. We could see the Mimikyu instead, maybe. But I think we will still see the Mawile. And then we've got Gligar. Gligar is obviously going to be holding Everlight. It has access to Toxic and things. Yeah, it can be immunity, so we can't Toxic it. And also, just like I have Donphan as well, so it can really deal with those ground type moves, which would otherwise be quite damaging to his team. Then we have Heatran. Heatran, I think, is coming again. I just can't see it not coming. Well, I can see it not coming. But I can't see it being replaced. I can see maybe Reuniclus coming instead of Heatran, just because Heatran did get could be destroyed by my old team if I had Blastoise still. But I got rid of Blastoise, so I don't think Arcanine fares up just as well. So that is one mon that I'm very worried about. If that does come, if it doesn't come, then I'll be jumping for joy. And then I think Hitmonlee is coming. I think Heatran's coming, but I think Hitmonlee is coming again. I'm not sure why, but he seemed to want to get a couple of kills up with Hitmonlee last time. So I don't know if he'll have that same plan again, just because we didn't see Hitmonlee, so we don't know what it was running. I think it could potentially be Choice Scarfed. So Hitmonlee could end up doing a great deal. That I don't know about, but yes, we're gonna. Well, I'm thinking those are the team. That's the team. As I said, we could see Mimikyu, we could see Reuniclus. Don't think we'll see Serena. I think Serena's just too much of a fire weakness. I think that just leads the team into too much fire weaknesses. Rotom Fan, I really don't think we'll see. Malamar, I'm like, are we going to see a contrary Malamar? But again, there's the issue. We could bring Mismagius, and that could kind of mess with the plans. And we also have Sizzle, which has 4 times effective with bug type moves. So it's hard. It's hard to say if Malamar will be any use against my team. Really, it will obviously be some use, but whether it's going to be as of good a use as the other mons. So I think those top 6 are the ones that are definitely coming. I don't think it's going to be the exact same team as last time. Like, I would predict the exact same team as last time, but I don't think that's going to be the case this time, especially with our Arcanine pickup. I could definitely see the Mawile not becoming. Yeah, like I could see. Can't see the Serena coming. 100% cannot see the Serena coming. But yeah, let's get on to my team and how I have built it. So we have Komao with a Choice Scarf this week. I decided to go Choice Scarf because I've gone Autotomized. I think I bought it all but 1 week, and every week I've done Autotomized. So I think having that Choice Scarf there will throw people off. Will definitely throw Playmaker off. By having Choice Scarf there, having Clanging Scales, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, and Flash Cannon. So also we can outspeed the Greninja, assuming that it's not Scarfed, which I don't think it will be. Can get a Focus Blast off there, or Clanging Scales, depending on how I'm kind of wanting to go. I think Clanging Scales has a chance to kill, whereas Focus Blast will definitely kill, but has a chance to miss. So it's a trade-off there that I'm going to have to calc on and choose at the time that's best suited. Flash Cannon is there for... I can't remember who it was specifically there for now. Jeez, I am terrible at this. Flash Cannon and Flamethrower are there for the Mawile. Flash Cannon was there for the Alolan Ninetales, that's it. Flash Cannon was there for the Alolan Ninetales. I think it's a 2-hit KO, so maybe a chance, but we also do outspeed the Alolan Ninetales. With the Choice Scarf, we outspeed everything with the Choice Scarf, basically. Assuming that it's not Choice Scarfed itself. Could definitely see Heatran being Choice Scarf this week, though. I could see Heatran being Choice Scarf, but I think we outspeed Heatran. I think Heatran's base speed is 77. We are running max speed. If it's like Timid or Jolly, I think it might outspeed us. I think it does outspeed us if it's Timid or Jolly, but I needed Modest to kind of just do that extra damage and guarantee a couple of the hits. Got Overcoat as the ability this week. So Overcoat is... it makes you immune to powder moves and damage from Sandstorm or Hail, so if that Snow Warning comes, I'm not going to be taking some little bits of damage from Hail, so that's definitely going to be handy. You could do without that damage. And yeah, didn't have time to really sort out my speed on anything, so I have just got max speed or no speed basically, which I know is kind of frustrating, but I kind of like had to do it. I didn't really have time to do it. These dogs are driving me insane by barking constantly. Charlie! Just close that door a bit more. And then we've got Tapu Koko with the Life Orb this week with Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Steel Wing, and Roost. So, yes, a very kind of different approach I'm taking this week. Thunderbolt does a lot of damage to most things. Dazzling Gleam is there for, in case the Greninja uses spikes, I can click Dazzling Gleam, but if it doesn't click spikes and clicks anything else, I should be able to deal with it. If it has Gunk Shot, then that could be a problem. Unless it's Choice Scarf, we do outspeed, so that's good. We have Steel Wing to take out the Alolan Ninetales. This is 100% for the Alolan Ninetales, and I'm running a Naive Nature, so this guarantees the kill on the Alolan Ninetales. And we are faster unless it's Scarfed, which I don't think it will be Scarfed, to be honest. I really don't think it'll be Scarfed. Thunderbolt does damage to a lot of his team. Dazzling Gleam can do some damage to the Gligar. Dazzling Gleam takes out the Hitmonlee, I believe. Thunderbolt takes out the Greninja, assuming that it's not changed its protein form yet, or it's still water. Can't think of the rest of the team now. Jeez. Mega Mawile. We're not really living much, but we might be able to get a Thunderbolt off and do a somewhat damage. I think we do about 70 to 80%, I think, off the top of my head. I can't quite remember. But yeah, we've got max special attack and max speed on this thing. With Naive Nature, some more speed and less special defense. I think if I wasn't naive, I was outsped by something. And I can't remember what that was. I can't, off the top of my head, remember what I was outsped by. But I was outsped by something, and I know that is really, really kind of cryptic, but it might have been the Greninja, maybe? I'm not sure. I think it might have been the Greninja, but I can't be 100% sure there. And next up, we got Donphan. So I did consider not bringing Stealth Rocks this week, and I was like, do I bring Stealth Rocks? Do I bring Stealth Rocks? Did consider not bringing Donphan at all, but I thought Donphan really needs to be here for that Heatran. That Heatran can really start to mess us up if we don't have Donphan. So I've got Earthquake, Knockoff, Stealth Rock, and Rapid Spin, mainly because I got rid of my Rapid Spinner in Blastoise. I think we do have another one that can Rapid Spin. I feel like one of my tier 5s. No, they can't. I think I was considering picking up another Rapid Spinner, but I was like, no, I don't want to pick up another one. So we've got Earthquake, Knockoff. Knockoff is hopefully get rid of some of those items, because I know there are going to be some frustrating items. Maybe even get rid of the Light Clay off of Alolan Ninetales. Ground DMZ is just to do that extra damage on that Earthquake, just because last time I found the Earthquake didn't quite take out the Alolan Ninetales, but if we're in that same situation again, we can get rid of the Alolan Ninetales, even if it's behind Aurora Veil. So, yeah, there's that. And then we've got Stealth Rocks, which hopefully I'll be able to set up this week. I haven't been able to set them up in weeks. I think I've set them up maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and that's it. So, yeah, I'll be setting up the Stealth Rocks at some point, in the match, hopefully. Rapid Spin to get rid of any rocks that may appear. I did think that a rocks could appear from 1-1. I can't remember what it was. I think Gligar might be able to learn Stealth Rocks. I can't really remember. Oh no, it was mostly for the spikes. It was for the spikes from the Greninja, because I expect that to come this week. And I want to rapid spin that away if it happens, because that can start to wreck through my team. Then we have 248 AEVs in our HP and 252 in attack. Then AEVs in special defense. Adamant Nature, some more attack, less special attack. This is just going to try and get some attacks off, try and get my Stealth Rocks up. And I'm not too worried about Donphan going down. I think it will be death fodder at some point, but hopefully it does well. And now the new addition of Arcanine to our team. The new addition, which I'm actually loving. I did consider putting Rocky Helmet on it this week, but I was like, I think the leftovers might be more important. So we've got leftovers: Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Will-O-Wisp, Extreme Speed, and Morning Sun. So Flare Blitz does take out the Mega Mawile, or I think it has like 98% chance to take out the Mawile, I think. So if I do not take it out, I'm going to be frustrated. Then Will-O-Wisp does, obviously deals with that huge power. It can really break it down along with the Intimidate. Not Earthquake, Extreme Speed. Just in case I did get that not quite kill, I think Extreme Speed was just enough to take it out. So hopefully that'll be okay. Then we've got Morning Sun to heal ourselves back up, because I think that Arcanine is going to be taking quite a few attacks. He's going to have to deal with quite a few mons this week. I don't want to see it against the Heatran, because the Heatran, I would like to think that we could play one-on-one with Heatran. We could kind of if we had close combat, but it was like Earth Power does 70 to 80%, I think, and I was just like, I'm not prepared for that with this team. Especially, I think Arcanine is just too important this week to deal with the Heatran, really, unless it's dealt with everything already, and then I can just try and get a Flare Blitz off or something. Yeah, so we've got we've got 248 in HP, 248 in defense with an Impish Nature, some more defense and less special attack, and then 12 EVs in attack, which was more to ensure that no, I think I put that to ensure that the Mawile dies unless it's got considerable defense investment. I think to live 50%, it had to have quite a lot. I can't remember the exact number, but it had to have quite a bit, and I was like, I'm not sure that you'd be willing to kind of chip that with Arcanine's Flare Blitz. Obviously, he'll be taking damage with the Flare Blitz as well, which can be quite lethal. Scizor. We have Scizor holding the Scissorite, obviously, with Technician. Then we have Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, and Brick Break, the same as last week. The last match. Swords Dance, obviously, to increase up our attack, because sometimes we do need that. Bullet Punch gets rid of that Alolan Ninetales in one. This is why I'm not sure if the Alolan Ninetales is going to come. I know I said earlier that it is coming, but we've just got Scizor with that Bullet Punch, and if I make the right plays or he doesn't get a freeze on me, that Alolan Ninetales goes down really quickly and gets rid of the Aurora Veil. So I don't know if it's worth bringing a different Mon and catching me off guard, I suppose. Bug Bite is there again for the Reuniclus. For a couple of other Mons, I think it does some damage as well. But the Bullet Punch is the big one. Brick Break gets rid of the screens as well. So hopefully we'll have a chance to do that as well. Then HP, we have 248. Attack, we have 252. And Defense, we have 8 with an Adamant Nature, some more attack and less special attack. This was just to ensure that it hits as hard as it can. I did consider putting a little bit of speed investment, but most of the time I'll be using Bullet Punch, so it doesn't really matter too much. That's it for Scizor. So we have Porygon 2 with Eviolite and Trace. Can't remember what I wanted to trace, but there was something specific ability that I wanted to trace. It might. I think Heatran got Flash. Was Heatran get Flash Fire or Flame Body? I think it's one of those two abilities, and if I could do that against the Heatran, obviously it then limits an attack and limits a stab attack as well. For which it might be like Fire Blast or Eruption or whatnot, so I can then deal with that and increase my special attack at the same time. At least I think that it was Flash Fire. If it's not, then obviously I'm just losing my mind a little bit. Then there was just a couple of other Mons that generally I think Trace might be able to work against. Not sure if Disguise works with Trace, but who knows? Who knows? I haven't actually Googled that to find out. Let me know if you know, actually. Let me know in the comments below if you know if Trace copies Disguise, because that'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. Then we have Recover and Toxic. Toxic should just get some chip damage off and things, hopefully. Then Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball. So Thunderbolt, is to hit the Greninja, because I know that Greninja can be is going to be so annoying. And Shadow Ball is to hit the Reuniclus. I did consider running Ice Beam, but then I thought I specifically only need Ice Beam for the Gligar, and that was it. So I thought, you know what, let's just do Shadow Ball instead. I'll probably be able to do some damage, and I might be able to get some special defense drops. And we're running this especially defensive again this week. So max HP, max special defense with a card nature, some more special defense and less attack. And 4 EVs and special attack just to give it that little bit extra boost there to do a little bit more damage. So yeah, that is it for my team. I don't know what my lead's going to be. My lead will probably be Sizzle, maybe even Tapu Koko. I'm not 100% sure. Tapu Koko with that Steel Wing will take out the Ninetales, assuming there's not much defense investment, but I think Sizzle might be a better lead. Yeah, so I hope that this has been informative and that you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you down in the comment section below. Go and watch the battle, which will be out tomorrow or today or whenever you're watching this. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you soon.